So I got to you know what I said about the U.S. economy um, helping Americans out. So I got to say the same thing for Canadians. They're you know they don't get it. So so this is for Canadians, right? So um, every time you go see a local, like a domestic artist perform, your money is staying inside the country. But let's say Jay-Z, right? I really like Jay-Z. I'm a big fan of Jay-Z. But or Jay-Z or any foreign artist that's not Canadian comes out to play a big stadium and you pay a ticket, your money is going to American. So you're actually importing. You understand? You're importing. It counts towards the deficit. Now of course Jay-Z is big and U2 is big, right? Of course you gotta go see them. Guns N' Roses big, right? But um, if you go see, like, if you live in a small town, you're around that area, there's an arena show or something, and you support a Canadian artist, your money stays in the country, so it's not an import. Because Jay-Z or U2, they're foreign. You're giving money to a foreigner, and then you're importing. Um, kind of like when you go to a CD store and you're buying an import. And I know the situation in Canada is very confusing because they got subsidiaries up here, right? Like Sony Canada, Warner Canada. So it's like, no, don't worry about it. You're not really importing. You're not really importing. Come on, I think. Okay, let's say you were to buy a disc from like Sony Singapore. You're importing, right? Like say it's the K-pop, but it's printed by Sony Canada. You're importing, aren't you? Or it's like a U2 disc or Irish disc, but it's printed in Canada by Sony Canada, Warner Music Canada. You're still importing. Those are imports. So American artists are imports. Same with, like, the point is, if it's not domestic, right? You're in a way you're importing. So, and most artists make money touring. So if you spend money on a local band or something, like a domestic band, you're not importing money. You're not paying money outside the country, right? You're keeping money inside country. They say Toronto used to be Toronto's always an indie town. It's only so big, like Louis C.K.'s movie. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what was Louis C.K.'s movie called, like Fishtail, right? With John Malkovich and Chloe Moretz. I forgot what it's called, like Fishtail. And that's about the size of a movie in Toronto. Toronto's always been an indie town, and every time big acts, it's famous for, like, big acts just showing up to little places, like little places as big as like BCBGs or something like that. It's never been so big as like a gigantic arena show, and it's never going to be as big as like Hollywood blockbuster. It's just about the size of Louis C.K. movies and Woody Allen movies, because that's the market, right? Think about this. In California's got 30 million people the size of Canada, right? But outside of California, there's 300 million consumers that are American. Canada's got 30 million people, Canadian. Outside Canada, there's no 300 million Canadians. That's it. 30 million Canadians. Outside of that, it's all foreign. California is where Hollywood is. 30 million Americans, right? Outside of California, another 300 million Americans. So no matter how big you want it to be, it'll always be about the size of a Louis C.K. movie. Same with music. So, you know, Rolling Stones would come, you know, in the 80s or 70s, play a local bar about the size of like BCBG's or something. You go there, you see them, you spend about the same as you would a domestic band. So Toronto's famous for that. That indie scene is never gonna get that big. I mean, they're hoping that you can produce so much, like oil, like I was talking about earlier today, that would overflow, and then we would just like export it. Except oil, everybody wants. Everybody agree on the value of oil, but music and movies, not so much. It's very local taste, right? So you want to keep, you know, support Canadian bands when they're touring. That's, you spend money on them, so your money is not really exported. But you know, I'm a fan of Jay-Z. They play him on the radio, watch on YouTube all the time, stuff like that. And if it's a huge show, you gotta go. It's a total event, right? But so that's my thing for Canadian artists. Before I leave for New Jersey, I'll see you down there, player haters.